Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda here with a video on the Theler, Mary E. Theler Wetlands Preserve located in Belfair, Washington State that is. Went there in July. This was actually a really cool hike. We did kind of at the last minute. We were just trying to find something to do because we had been trying to get to Seattle. And honestly, we had to go take off somewhere else. There was someone a hit and run, and it like backed up traffic for like I don't even remember what it was. 2 hours. It was 2 to 3 hours, and so by that time we just took a different alternate route and went somewhere else. Anyway, the Theler Wetlands Preserve is located at the head of the Hood Canal. It consists of more than 3 miles of accessible walking trails within 139 acres of protected salt marsh and estuary wetlands. It's about a 3.5 mile round trip. I believe the elevation gain is about 50 feet. I didn't notice any elevation gain, but also, mind you, my we're from Colorado, from the Mile High City area, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway, to be honest with you. With that being said, this is free. We just found it. We looked on the map. We said, let's get a hike in. And we found a little spot that was easy, that we weren't going to be sitting there, burning up and doing like a 10-mile hike. I just didn't feel like on a day. It was high 80s, I want to say. And Washington State has some humidity, of course, especially around, of course, the marshland. With that being said, handicap accessibility for this, I believe, is pretty good because most of the trail is on raised wooden planks that sit upon reused tires. Uh, and this is in the middle of town. This is literally right off what I can't remember what the main road is we were taking, but it's right off of that. There's a visitor center, but the day we went, I believe, was a Sunday, and it was it didn't it was closed, of course. It was a Sunday, and I believe that's probably where a lot of school kids come to also for like classes and things like that. It was a beautiful day. The time we were in Washington State, the 2 weeks we were there, around 2 weeks, I want to say maybe it rained once, and then that might have been around Mount Rainier, to be honest with you. Beyond that, this in July, this is 2023. It was beautiful. It was beautiful the whole time. Anyway, the river estuary trails. There's all different types of trails you can do. There's a river estuary trail. It follows the old dike that they had there. There's another one. All the trails we took, to be honest with you, because we took two separate trails, took us to the water's edge of the marsh, where the marsh met, I believe the ocean or the river. Excuse me, it'd be the river, but it's huge. And sometimes you can get confused when you're in Washington State if you don't know exactly where you're at. And you're like, wait a minute, is this the river it's off of, or is this an ocean it's off of? Some of the rivers are really large too, just like Oregon. So, with that being said, you get views of the Hood Canal, of course, and Olympic Mountains. Olympic Mountains are really epic. That's probably why they got their name, the Olympic Mountains. You can take the South Tidal Marsh Trail also. That's a beautiful trail too. Anyway, we did this trail. And we had a really good time doing it. And it's really great to get outside and do these type of trails in these areas. Didn't have to pay anything. It wasn't state. It wasn't federal. I get into federal parks for free and all that good stuff, but didn't have to pay anything. There was no long lines. We saw uh, one family with a little bitty kid and one other guy, and that's it along the whole trail. And it was nice and peaceful. The only thing is the bathroom at the end of the trailhead, at the beginning of the trailhead, was closed. So if you got to go, make sure you go before you get there. And that might have also been because it was a Sunday. Don't quote me on that. I would check in it. Just be prepared. Sometimes it's like that where you don't want to go do a trail and you got to use the bathroom really bad, especially if you're on a long road trip. With that being said, this area is beautiful to drive. Belfair was a cute little town. Washington State is cool. Sometimes people will get on your videos and they always got something negative to say, but those people are negative anyway. It wouldn't matter if they were in Washington State or they're in Florida. If I say someplace is nice, they got to say something about Seattle. They got to bring Seattle up. No one ain't been to Seattle in probably 10 years. I bring up, some other place. They bring up Tacoma, whatever. There's always just those negative, honestly unhappy people that get into the comments sometimes when you show them some. I like this area. I like Seattle. Doesn't mean I want to live in Seattle, but I enjoyed my time there. If you go to Tacoma, check out that ocean walk. That's not the proper name for that new one. That was really cool to ride down. I have a video coming of the zoo there. As you can see, you start going out into the actual marsh itself. It was really cool. So if you got a wheelchair or you utilize a rollator or a walker, um, go try this out. Rollator or walker is guaranteed you're going to be able to have no problems with mobility getting down this, especially with no elevation gain. The views are epic. If you want to get your grandparents out or someone you know who has mobility issues, go with them on this hike. It's not a strenuous hike, to be honest with you. You can take your time, and there's benches along the way to take a break. But once you get to the end of one of the trails that they have, like the South Marsh Trail, it's got beautiful views for you, and it's good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health to get outside. I tell people that whether you're in Washington State, you're in Colorado, or you're in Arizona. Probably not go out there, or in Las Vegas too, but probably not go out in Las Vegas during the day when it's 190 degrees or something. You know what I mean? Anyway, it was well worth the stop. I was very satisfied. I didn't plan to take a video, but I said I need to do a video on this because other people need to know about this, especially if you're visiting Washington or you're just you live in Washington State. You know, there's so many trails and the states we live in, a lot of us, that we never get to all of them. Sometimes this might help give somebody an idea of some place they may want to go and they want to check out and hang out and get some exercise in and just enjoy epic views. So anyway, this is Frugal Panda. I hope this helps somebody. This is a Mary E. Theler Wetlands Preserve located in Belfair, Washington. Simple hike. Like I said, it's 3.5 miles round trip. There's no real significant elevation gain. Everything is, the path is real smooth, wooden planks. It was great to do it. It's on 139 acres. As I said before, it's a great place to go. It's good for kids. Oh, before I forget, no dogs. Dogs are not allowed. It's a preserve. They don't want dogs there. So no dogs there. So just be mindful that your dog cannot go here. They have different type of birds. If you're a bird watcher, red-winged blackbirds, kingfishers, Canadian geese, and other waterfowl. So there's a bunch of stuff. This is the Pacific Northwest, y'all. There's beautiful parts everywhere. This is a beautiful state, and that's coming from someone who lives in Colorado. I live in a great state too. I always enjoy my time going to Washington and Oregon State. It doesn't matter if it's Portland, it doesn't matter if it's Seattle, it doesn't matter if it's Baker City, Oregon, or some small town in Washington State. There's always something to do. There's great looks, there's great views of things, there's great food. I enjoy my time. So get out there and go check out some things yourself. Maybe go check out this hike. There's always good things to do everywhere you go. I want to thank everyone for watching my videos. I got links in the description of some of the stuff I utilize on Amazon. Thanks for watching my videos, everyone. Have fun, enjoy your time outdoors, and just enjoy your time. Thanks for watching. Frugal Panda out.